It all started one day in a village, as the people are fighting with each other, and the village is suffering from drugs, prostitution, and robbery, and the people are suffering from an aging wilderness. People call it Babel and Hell, as MC screams out, saying that they can't take this anymore, as that land is barren and plagued. One can't find a decent crumb, and what's in the soup is a weed. He can't get a proper breakfast. He was born into a noble family, and he hadn't had any luxury in his life. He's supposed to live in elegance with all the money they have and live in a beautiful mansion, eating steak every day and partying at night with a night view. He would love to live such a luxurious life, but he thinks that the citizens come before such things. All the citizens are in trouble, and everyone but the 6 subhumans have been chased away. Everyone here is a nobody, and the man who is supposed to lead this village was an alcoholic. His parents had drunk themselves to death. He can't believe that letter arrived yesterday, as MC Rise Babylon was named as the new lord of the Babylonian territory. MC crunches down the letter, wondering who would think that he would become the lord at this time. His elders could use offensive magic, so they weren't harmed, but he doesn't have anything else aside from healing magic. He is scared that nobles can use both attack and recovery magic, and at this state, he is going to get killed by a bunch of vicious people for fun. He cries out, thinking about what he can do. As he makes a mess about it, he is scared by a loud thud that breaks his main door. A person comes in saying that he is the new lord, as he's tired of being swayed by the tyranny of nobles. As a bunch of injured thugs come into the house, MC thinks that it's too late, as the bunch of thugs warn that nobles have offensive magic, so no matter how reasonable they were, they had to run away, and now the new lord can't use magic at all. MC is scared that they found out about it, and this is bad. These guys are really trying to kill him. He is terrified, thinking about what he should do. But a person comes in, saying that he will not lose his composure even in this situation. He really is something, for which MC thinks, what's with this guy? His facial expressions die when he is in public because of his scaredy cat personality. The thug crunches down his teeth, saying that trying to act tough at a time like this, because of them, the nobles, he lost his arm, and he used to be a gardener, but he will cut off his arm for fun too. MC is about to faint. He tries to stop it with his hand, saying that if he had come to this, a large, bright light would blow out from his hand as that person's arm regenerates, and he would get his arm back. MC thinks that he has done it now. He ended up using healing magic on an enemy, and he is an idiot. As a person holds up his leg, as MC is crying insightfully and regretting himself, but to see that the thug cries down and thanking, as the bunch of thugs think that a noble used healing magic on a commoner. And watch this, as they have never heard before of limbs being generated with healing magic. MC thinks that he has healed small scars on his own before, but with something like this, perhaps he can do it, as he tries to butter up the thug, saying that he is the Lord of Cause and everyone else is a parade of wounded and sick people, as he heals all of them. The people can't believe that they can see again, and they will once again be able to do whatever they want as they thank MC. As MC gets delighted that this can be a huge turning point for him, as the people are bowing towards MC. MC thinks that it's perfect. The population is full of wounded and sick people, and if he heals them all and makes them his allies, even if he can't properly exercise dominance, even if he can't fight with his healing magic, he will get the people to like him and stay alive. He thinks that he can do it, and then he will be able to eat steaks until he drops dead, getting on the good side of the citizens for his own sake. The rise of the Lowlands Lord came in as a few days later a saint saw over the village, saying that the new lord, who uses his magic without any reserve on the commoners, a noble who performs sublime magic on the common people, is curious about him as she would look into it. As Gnosis Kingdom's frontier, Babel and Barony, people call it the worst territory in the world. In this place were the sick and wounded, who had nowhere else to go, as a bunch of people were wandering around. Their lives were about to change as MC healed them out, and the couple thanked MC for his help, as MC says that this is nothing if it's for the sake of people. Or maybe he is just protecting himself, as MC is planning that he is going to get on their good side, and then it would guarantee his safety and his labor force, as he smiles down as he is having a good time, thinking that it is good to be able to walk around the city like a normal person. As a person comes from behind, calling him, saying that they were just about to be done with a waterway. But as MC realizes this, he casts his recovery spell to remove the fatigue. The person thanks him, saying that with this, he can go back to work again. As MC says that his healing magic has the same use, he is delighted that it may be of use. MC thinks that anyway, that cuts it down to only a few days of work instead of months. The case scenario for him is that they will all work and give him a life of luxury. As from behind the priest comes in, saying that if he is the Baron Rise Babylon, as MC looks behind to see it, he is surprised by her melons. The saint introduces herself as Alicia, saying that she would like to ask the Lord a question, as MC smiles down, saying that as long as something he can answer, he will do it, for which the girl Alicia gets close to MC, saying that in Sophism, the state religion of the Noja Empire, magic is considered to be a noble power bestowed by God, and therefore it's outrageous to use magic on behalf of the wild commoners. MC can't believe that there's no church in the territory, so he forgot, as Alicia thinks, yet he used his magical powers on the common people, as MC is nervous, but to hear as Alicia says that it's truly splendid, as Sophism is a fake religion created by royalty and aristocrats long ago to make themselves look special. But they, the demiurgens, are different, and they recognize magic as the power to save and guide the common people. As MC thinks, aren't they all just pagans? As MC realizes that his actions are totally condemned by the state religion. No matter how he looks at it, he is a target for suppression. As Alicia holds MC, saying that, in other words, he is the very embodiment of their beliefs, as she asks MC to convert to demiurgism. As MC thinks, the image of him using magic to get on the communist good side is exactly what they want. And he can't let this be, as he has to somehow refuse her. Honestly, he doesn't want to deal with the collateral damage of repression. As MC says, apparently there's a misunderstanding, for which Alicia informs us that there are many believers inside the territory, around 100 of them. MC acts out to hold her hand, saying that he is also impressed by the doctrine of demiurgism, and please add him to the lowest position by all means. As touched by this, Alicia juggles out, saying that is a nice judgment, and she will even give him a seat at the top of the pyramid. MC thinks that he is just too scared to say no because of the uprising or something, as much as he would like to keep them all together in a cellcultion of good. As MC says that there is an old meeting house on the edge of the town that could be used for church. Shocked and impressed by this, Alicia cries out, saying that he is so kind and generous to them and who would have treated them, as he is a messiah from the demiurge, the chosen one, and let this Alicia plead her entire life to him. As MC thinks that everything is in order now, it's not like any other normal man is coming here, they wouldn't know if he were to be nesting a bunch of pagans. Alicia happily asks the nearby guys to salute and greet the Messiah as a bunch of scary people hiding in the forest come out. They bow down to Alicia as the bishop, as MC can't believe that she is the leader herself, and Alicia says that she will be in charge of their Messiah, Rai Sama. As Noja Kingdom's frontier, Babylon Barony, people call it the worst territory in the world, but the town is chirping like a peaceful barony. As MC thinks, there are a lot of them here, the demiurgens, as Alicia is publicly spreading the compliments and the greatness of MC, who uses magic for their sake. She announces that she sees him as a true noble. Aside from him, every single noble and royalty are dirty and trash bags. As MC's crying, he thinks that's hell, that blunt chick sister doing what a pity, and no matter how popular that religion can be within communists, there are just too many of them. Even that meeting house at the edge of the town, how can he say it? When the hell did it become a full-fledged church? And if they had time for that, they should be cultivating farmland. As he relaxes himself, saying that it may be a good thing in its own way, they think of him as their messiah, so it doesn't mean that he can use that for his own gain. He will think of it as getting allies in his hands. As a person comes in, MC is taken aback by the Afro delinquent, as he too has joined the religion. As MC asks, he has gotten stronger. Afro says that it's thanks to MC's recovery spell to remove the fatigue. He can push his body to the limit, and his muscles will super heal. Most importantly, he has a tiny bit of a problem, and could he come to the suburbs? As MC gets to know, a large group of beastfolk tribesmen are illegally occupying a thicket. As Afro informs, there's a lot who are from the beastfolk country that their country destroyed a few years ago, and he thought all the captives fell into slavery. As Mick realizes, so to speak, they are a group of runaway slaves and criminals. As MC ponders over it, he is crying internally, thinking that he's scared, so he would like not to get involved with them, but he is even more scared of neglecting them. As they reach the front, Afro calls his colleagues, saying, "How is the situation?" And his colleague informs him that there has been no change so far. It's like they are occupying the thicket and watching their movements, as a bunch of beastfolk are peeking towards them. MC asks the person if he can feel a sense of bloodthirst, to which he replies that although they seem to be women, children, and old people, he doesn't think they are all fighters. Should they chase them away? For which MC smiles out, saying that they are just like them, then let's talk to them first, which makes the people impressed. But to their surprise, MC is thinking that engaging in a guerrilla fight with these beastfolk, who have higher physical skills than them, is no hope. With that many people, there is bound to be an injured or sick person or two, and if he puts magic at their disposal, then he can do it. As he smiles off with an ultimate scumbag face, he shouts out, saying that he's the Lord, Baron Rise Babylon, and he would like to speak to the representative. An arrow barely strikes at MC's feet, scaring him, but the people come shielding him. The beast folk lady comes out to shout, seeing her beautiful clothes. MC is quite touched as he asks if she is the leader, for which the girl says that he can't say he wants to talk, but he's looking for an opportunity to cheat, as MC tries to clarify that he is just trying to help the wounded. As the beast girl says that this country's nobility would help them, the dirty nobles are lying through their teeth. She shoots an arrow towards MC, who's about to soil his pants, but the arrow is stopped by Afro. MC can't believe that Afro stopped it, as Afro is angered by this, warns how dare they do it to their generous lord twice. Among the beast folk, an old man comes to the princess, for which she says that it's fine, there is nothing to lose anymore. As the two of them are about to fight with each other, Afro says that they will make them reflect on how rude they were to their lord in the depths of hell. The beast men are ready to fight too. Suddenly, Alicia screams out, saying that both of them should stop now, as the beast girl recognizes her as a Sophianist saint. MC thinks it has gotten even weirder. Alicia says that they are the followers of the true god Demiurge and don't lump her with the religions that are just convenient for the ruling class. She says that she understands the corrupt aristocracy of this world. But MC is different, and he will surely bring them to salvation, so could they have a little faith. Considering this, the princess abides by it, as after some time, the princess says that she tried to gather the sick and the wounded at the behest of the priestess there, but she warns him to refrain from doing anything strange. MC thinks that. Does she think that he is able to pull off something like that in this situation? The princess brings out a child, saying to start off with this child, for which MC says that there is no need for a specific order as he heals all the people in one go. All the injured beastmen are happy as they are all recovered. Surprised by this, the princess is in awe. Alicia hugs MC, saying that it's splendid and that's their messiah, for which MC says that he has been healing people day in and day out, so he has gotten better at healing magic. The princess thinks that a noble from this country just uses magic for their sake, and he healed all of them at once. As MC thinks, just one more push and he can do it. He says that he's not finished yet. This won't resolve their main issue, and what about becoming one of his subjects and living in his territory? Afro gives out boar to them, saying that there's a lot of it, so don't hold back. But MC is thinking that his plan to conquer the beast folk with meat hunted by his men would work, as monster meat is really hard to eat and has an unpleasant smell. It's pretty much inedible for humans, but the beast folk, who are much stronger than humans, can manage to eat it. And if, by any chance, it upsets their stomachs, he will have to heal them again. Won't that make him gain even more favor? As he smiles, thinking that it saves him the hassle of disposing of the monster corpses, they can kill two birds with one stone. As MC sees that the princess is shivering, he thinks that perhaps she is super angry. But he sees that all the beastmen are happy as they thank him for the food. MC is taken aback by this surprise. The princess says that giving them the delicacy like it's nothing shows he really is a good guy. The old man says that to them. The beast folk, monster meat is the most delectable thing. For MC to be aware of that shows how knowledgeable he is. MC thinks that it's just a coincidence. The princess says to forgive their rudeness as she introduces herself as Arena, who will pay back the favor that he has done for them. MC says to take her time to eat as she buffles. At night, the old man says that with a heart of compassion that provides not only shelter and food for the helpless but also healing through magic, he has the courage to go into enemy territory on his own without hesitation. The prowess of the people who are hunting such a huge monster is also impressive. The princess agrees that he is right. He's going to accomplish big things in the future. The princess asks her followers to come along with her to MC's place. They all agree to Arena's commands. As Noja Kingdom's frontier, Babel and Barony, people call it the walking garbage dump. The land was about to change even more as it embraced the helpless people. MC signing the document shouts out that he can't do this anymore. And how can the beastmen immigrants amount to hundreds in just 1 month? The pagans are multiplying as well. He shouts that it's only going to make his job harder. As he sees through the documents, he wants to hire people, but he can't afford to pay them. He hears a knock on his door, and Alicia comes in, asking for help. She says that she heard a strange voice coming from the room. MC denies it and asks for her visit. Alicia apologizes for the trouble, saying that she had been thinking so much about MC that she had been having mild auditory hallucinations, which MC thinks is scary. Suddenly from the window, Irina comes in, asking if MC and Alicia are discussing business, for which MC inwardly curses her to come through the front door. MC tells her that she seems to be lively today. As Irina smiles off, she shakes hands with Alicia, saying that it's not just her. Thanks to MC, everyone is in the best shape. She hugs down MC, saying that the best of it is that he gave them lots of food and he is a good man. MC says that it's good to know. As MC thinks that there's something soft on his cheek, it makes Alicia pout and feel jealous. She comes in, saying that she must not hinder MC's work, for which Irina says that she didn't mean to get in his way of work, but rather she has something important to discuss that concerns the security of the territory. MC thinks that it sounds troublesome. MC says, "Didn't Alicia say that she has something to say?" For which Alicia says that she would like to consult with him about the education in his territory. MC cries out, thinking, please don't increase his work anymore. Irina says that, in fact, they have been conducting some simple training exercises in the fiefdom. The training is the first of 200 joint and several liabilities in hand-to-hand combat. Irina suggests that he should come take a look at it. It's really nice. Alicia says that she's doing some early education for the kids, and she would like for him to check it out as well. In elementary education, the teacher is teaching the students not to look at the labels, and if one wants to, one can come to church when they have time. The training of throwing knives and cursing goddesses is included. Alicia says that kids are so sweet and innocent. By the way, she's the type of person who wants to have as many kids as possible. Both of them plead with him to join them later. MC thinks, what do they mean? These two are into him. Maybe he can take them home to bed with him, but he thinks there's no way. On one hand, there's a sister whose head has been tainted by paganism and who only has melons. And on the other hand, there's a dog-eared beast who has lost 90% of intelligence to eating. The only thing he likes about both of them is the way they look, and he is not going to touch them. This is not the time to escape reality. Each of them is the leader of a large group, and he needs an excuse to avoid this and not make them mad. Thinking of an idea, he says that he's sorry, but he has some place to go first, and maybe they will talk about it later. As they move out, Alicia says, so it turns out it's just an inspection of the ranch, for which MC says that it's right, a stable food supply is a matter of urgency. Irina says that with all the monsters in the territory, she is sure that he will have no trouble finding it. MC thinks that it's good for now, but they have to consider the possibility of exhausting the hunt. As he says that in his territory, livestock dies quickly from diseases that don't make sense. He realizes he will have to deal with them. Alicia is impressed by this, thinking that it means using healing magic on livestock, which is the biggest taboo for sophism. She thinks he is too splendid. MC doesn't know about the doctrine, but she reaches her own conclusions, while Irina thinks there will be more variations of meat. MC says they have to deal with it and suggests they go. As they reach a farm, they see a cow lying down. A farmer says he didn't expect them to actually come, for which MC says that it's his people's petition, so he can't ignore it. MC starts to heal the cow, which becomes healthy. He thinks that healing magic can help with livestock's illnesses, but it's still too early to eat. He considers the idea of scraping off enough flesh to not kill the cow and regenerating it with healing magic, but realizes that idea is too gory. As he gets an idea, he asks if anyone has any fresh meat to bring to him. As he gets a few uncured pieces, MC casts his healing magic, which generates a number of cows. This dumbfounds all of them. MC is delighted that healing magic can even do this. They don't have any good books, so he didn't know this was possible. Now they can eat as much meat as they want, which makes Alicia shout in happiness. She compliments MC, saying he has even created life. Now it's up to the two of them to take on the challenge of creating a new life. MC thinks this will justly improve the territory's food situation, and they will earn some extra money. He thinks of hiring some people, like a pretty and normal girl. A month later, as a carriage carries a number of slaves, a girl asks herself if this is the end. Noja Kingdom's frontier, Baybalan Barony, people call it the cesspool of the kingdom. And a carriage is headed to this land, carrying a bunch of slaves. One of the girls says, why did it have to turn out like this of all the places to be sold into Baybalan's domain? As they discuss, isn't that the wretched, murderous maniac called the Mind Meatmaker? One of them cries out, saying, at least she wants to die clean. The other says it's fine, as she heard rumors that he was replaced. One of them asks, wouldn't his successor be just like him, perhaps even more reckless? As the girl says, it seems they are really hated by the goddess Sophia. After falling to the lowest level, sick, and with slaves, they ended up being sent to Baybalan. The beast girl says, why don't they all just bite their tongues off and die? That way, they can get back at those evil nobles one last time. Don't they all agree? The girls nod their heads, but they are called by the person, saying that their territory is in sight. As they scaredly see the territory, they see a peaceful and settled territory with beautiful farming and animals. They ask, what is this? As they are taken out, the people welcome the girls, saying, welcome to Baybalan. As Afro cries out, saying, they are the ones Rise said he would take, a priest says, this settles it. The goddess Sophia is a piece of trash, and he is glad that he converted to demiurgism. The other one says that if he's protecting him, then they are safe. The girls are confused, asking, what is this all about? Is this really the hellish Baybalan territory? MC comes in, calming down the guys and saying that they are troubling them. They all bow down to MC. The girl is mesmerized by MC. MC welcomes them, saying that he's the Lord of Baybalan, and they guys have endured so much until now. But only he thinks that he will help slaves with healing magic and get their royalty and labor, and it's a flawless plan. The girls are shocked, asking if the Lord and Noble are talking directly with the slaves. which MC takes his glow, saying, "There is nothing to fret about, and please let him heal them first." As he casts the heal spell on them, they all get back to normal. The girls can't believe that the pain in their chests is gone and they can move their arms. One says that her eye is cured, and the other says that she can stand up. The girl says, despite being a noble, that he is using that on them, the mere slaves. MC says that from now on, they will be working as maids in his mansion. But first, they will need rehabilitation. He calls on Alicia, asking, could she please take care of them in the church? Alicia comes and says to leave it to her as she greets the girls, saying to call her An-chan from now on. The Beastman also comes in, saying that it's good for them, and they are now part of the B0tt0M. As the Beast Girl is taken aback as the Beast Flock and humans are living together, from behind, Irina comes in, and as she greets Highness Irina, Irina says, thanks to MC, humans and Beast Flocks are treated as equals. Also, stop with the princess. She apologizes for all the trouble she has caused her, but please lend her strength for MC's sake. For which the girl says that she is too good for her and she would happily give her life for it. As MC thinks that it's good to see that the fiefdom is liking him more. And now that he can use healing magic to promote the growth of crops, his territory is getting richer and richer. Maybe he is a super talented lord. And at this rate, if he keeps gathering more and more girls and flirting with them, harem might not be a dream. As MC is a worse scum. Months later, as MC is drowned in, he thinks that he got carried away and brought in too many slaves, and he healed and moved them to tears. The fiefdom was talking about how kind he is and praised him a lot. Anyway, he just ran out of cash, but as long as he has his healing magic, they can get all the food and wood they want. As Alicia comes in, she says that this girl is the first maid that will serve MC and asks the maid to come and greet him. As the girl introduces herself as Belle, she says that she will serve MC with all her heart. MC, seeing her body, says that it's not bad at all, and they will see the lemons in a few years. As MC asks, wasn't she the youngest of the first group? MC says that he thought that she was going to bring an older girl to him, for which Alicia says yes, but this girl actually was a girl from a merchant family. She learned everything, from reading, writing, and math to etiquette and manners. Her loyalty to MC is also unparalleled. And therefore Belle says that she will be looking forward to working with him in the future as she grins out, smiling to MC as she calls him Messiah Rise while making a scary face. As Belle comes in, excusing MC, she knocks on the door to peek in as MC is crying out, saying that they are in red. He is rolling down on the ground, thinking that he can deal with the food supply using his recovery magic. But still, no one's coming to buy anything. Well, B0tt0M's goods don't have the best reputation, and he doesn't think anyone would want to eat them. As MC thinks, should he raise the tax rate in the name of helping sick and wounded slaves? But he rejects this, thinking that while they are working hard now, they are still the same Babylonian scummy bastards, and they will kill him for sure. As Belle comes in, saying that she had brought some apples, she apologizes for interrupting him, for which MC says, no, it's okay, he was thinking a little bit about their cash flow. Belle apologizes, saying, how could she disrupt the noble status of his master? MC says, don't worry. After thinking hard about the situation, he found himself craving something sweet, and he has also come to the noble conclusion that they need to maintain status. As MC eats out the apple, he compliments, saying that it's so delicious, and this is what they got from Bonklay territory, isn't it? As she nods her head, she says that yes, they are famous throughout the country. MC thinks that he believes it was in Bonklay territory that this girl was sold. He apologizes, saying that it was insensitive of him, as he thinks that he doesn't want to be attacked in his sleep by a maid who is by his side 24/7. Belle asks him to raise his head, as it certainly was a painful experience, but thanks to that, she could meet him. And she doesn't care that they demolished their house because of the false execution of their business trials, that her parents passed away from the heartache, or that she fell into slavery. MC is taken aback, shocked to his guts, that he completely stepped on a landmine, cursing the damn apples. As he tries to change the atmosphere, he wonders if he can copy this top-tier apple with his recovery magic. Belle says that yes, she thinks it's possible. There's also high-grade tea and fur. He thinks that if they don't mention B0tt0M's name and sell it locally at a discount, as MC thinks that he's going to make a ton of money, the people of Bonklay will be happy to know that they can buy a good product at a reasonable price. As MC says that it's going to be a big project, notify everybody associated with it. As Belle asks MC if he is going to do this for all of them who were sold in Bonklay, isn't it? For which MC thinks that right, it's true that making money is also for the sake of these guys' paychecks, and he doesn't want to be poisoned by skipping on payments. As he says that it's right, here is not like Bonklay lords. As Belle compliments that it is amazing, it's just as Alicia said, the master is the most suitable to be the king. MC can't believe that the blundered sister has been spouting such nonsense, and if any of this gets out, they will be suspected of treason. As MC says, he's thankful for such appreciation. But be careful with what she says. Right now they are at an important period, and he doesn't want to be suspected of being a rebel. Belle notices this, saying that right now, he said, she understands the words as MC asks her to please take care of things. At midnight, as MC's head maid Belle, Irina, and Alicia are talking about that, Belle informs them that Master said the following, that he doesn't want to be suspected of being a rebel right now, for which, as Alicia says, she gets it now, so that's how it is. As Irina says, in the end, MC was also thinking of eventually rebelling against the kingdom. As Alicia says that they already knew the answer to that. He was totally against the rule of not using magic on commoners, thinking that most nobles do. As Irina says, the first step in rebellion is to copy the specialties of neighboring territories and destroy them economically, and that's exciting. As Belle says, if one can get a proper copy for a reasonable price, the value of the original will surely plummet, and the money will flow into B0tt0M territory. Irina says that they will need an insider to establish smuggling routes and insurance in case they are about to be arrested, for which Alicia says that they will have to work around that in the cult. And Irina will continue to oversee the territorial army, for which Irina says that once they have the foreign currency, they will purchase more slaves and expand their forces. As Belle smiles, saying that Master is truly a magnificent person. While one may think that he is so merciless in his schemes, he is so kind to those who are his property. This plan is also for those who have a grudge against the B0tt0M territory, for which Irina says that yes, he is the man who treats them as equals, even though they are the beast flock, and how much better it would be if he were the king. As Alicia says, speaking of which, are the maids doing well? Belle says that everyone is prepared to give up their lives for the master, but unfortunately, they still don't have a good hand. As Alicia says, MC is different from the rest of the lowly nobles, and she has been picking girls outside of MC's zone. After all, she is the first partner. As Irina says that she will be more willing to be MC's partner, as she crunches down on Alicia's melons, as she asks, is it because of this? For which Alicia gets embarrassed, for which Irina says that she still can't tell just by touching and please help her. As Alicia falls down, Irina says that they are really big, and she wonders how MC can endure the temptation of these, for which Belle says that Master doesn't think bigger is always better, for which Alicia says that speaking of which, she has been wondering about that, as she snatches out to undress Irina, as she says that so she doesn't use undergarments after all, and what a sly way to try and seduce MC, for which Irina says that beastmen don't use undergarments because they have tails, and she's not trying to seduce him, as Belle shouts at them to please stop, as Alicia and Irina are indispensable to B0tt0M. And please don't fight, for which Alicia says that they are having a little skinship, and isn't it a little unfair that she is the only one not participating? And as Belle gets dragged into it, and so B0tt0M night went on, and 2 months later at the B0tt0M barony, kingdom of Nosha, the lord of B0tt0M barony, Lord Gaykov, B0tt0M, 45 years old, is in anger as he shouts that the captain is telling him that there is a huge amount of copies that look just like the real thing, and that isn't someone just selling from their own inventory, for which Captain Klaus says that no evidence of that thing has been found. Due to this event, well-known stores have been forced to go out of business, as he is slapped and flown away, as the Lord screams to ask that why didn't he notice this sooner, and as he shouts at him to get up and identify the person responsible for making these counterfeits as soon as possible. For which Klaus says that there are too many people selling them and it will take time to identify the specific source, for which the Lord tries to shove away, saying that how dare a commoner like him talk back to him, as he throws things at him, as the captain runs away. The Lord says that now they are struggling to get foreign currency because of how close they are to the dumpster of B0tt0M, and he doesn't know who is responsible for it, but he warns that he will never forgive him.